I knew this audio. Your youngest son, bow to the chest, reduces cardio, then bows to take your princess from you. Super Mario,
So what we was talking about before the camera cut on was...
Yeah, I did the interview yesterday with Rapmatic, and one of the questions was, what do I think, or how do I feel?
How did y'all get there though? Keep it real. Who's out here that got everybody talking about selling a fight and promoting? What's going on? Let's
They got the old head, the young bull, the young bull. You know what I mean? They got Cassidy right now. I give credit where credit due. You know what I'm saying? He going against my brother and all that. You know what I mean? But I give credit where credit due. His promotion of his fight talk, his promotion game for his upcoming fight is phenomenal right now. Like he's definitely taking marketing and promotion for battle rap to a new level, from using Instagram and using Twitter to filming blogs, face-offs.
Let's go through each platform. I want to start with Instagram first.
Okay.
Here's one thing that I can't stand about battlers.
I know I'm in that. Right? I know I'm on.
You know what it is? Some of y'all get a lot of followers, right? 10, 20, 30, 50. What you probably got, like 70, 100,000 followers or some shit?
400.
A little like 400.
414,000.
Almost a half million.
Something like that.
Something light.
Little blue check. It ain't nothing. No,
you got the blue check too. I can verify. But here's the thing. Y'all are protective of y'all Instagrams because you got so many followers. Y'all don't want to put up what y'all deem as clutter. It's also one of the reverse reasons why people clean up their Instagrams. While people every once in a while they want to see like, oh, he got 500,000 followers, but he's got fucking 5 posts up. It's the same shit. Y'all are protective of y'all shit. So it's like Cassidy, I gotta assume got, let's say, 250,000 followers, maybe 100,000 followers.
100 some change, I believe.
All right, so you did the homework.
I seen his page the other day. His promotion made me go to his page. It made me go there. So
but here's the point. He probably has like 10 posts up related to Google.
Probably 20.
Okay. That's somebody that don't care about clutter. That's somebody's just like, yo, you know what? I seen something today. Boom, 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 put it up.
Right.
A lot of people don't even want to put up flyers until like the week of their fucking battle because they feel like it clutters their Instagram, makes y'all niggas look whack or something, like they're not out here doing other shit.
Right.
Why is that though? It's like,
but here's what it is though.
Like how many posts is on your gram right now about your big I told you this is because you got an owner here and a battle in here. You got a very, very big battle coming up between you and Math Hoffa on May 4th. Go to rarebreedent.com, by the way, get your live pay-per-view. By the time you see this, it's going to be up and available. Finally, we got that up for y'all. The live stream is now available. Pre-order. Crazy event going on May 4th.
Facts.
Do you have the flyer up?
I have the flyer up.
You put it up like 2-3 days ago.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you got up?
It probably was about like 5 days ago. You know what I'm saying?
It was it?
See, all right, so look, in my situation, right? So, in my situation, what I did was I let Math.
My bank account is
I let Math run his mouth. I let Math go ahead. Math put the video up.
That's good.
Stuff. Just let him. Just go ahead promote. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna promote now.
That's.
And then when I promote, you see the numbers is not the same. You know, my numbers just smack his to the side. So it's like, go ahead, I'm gonna give him about 4 days, 5 days, a week or two of promotion on his behalf, so our numbers can match when I put my one joint up.
That's what we're going with now. I get it. So we'll go with that for a second. But the reality of it from the outside looking in, from my shoes, right, is I understand the quiet side too. Some of that is tactical. Like when I get to the stage. You know, and I also see the little narrative that you created. You asked for this. I got that. I see. I see. So some of that is like I'm the cool, laughy, charismatic clips. Yeah. And when I get on my stage, and then y'all see the same clips that Battle Rex come out, and I've been saying you asked for this, and you go personal. You say some shit that's like, wow, he hit Math with that. I thought he was cool. Yeah. I thought he was the funny guy, the relaxed guy. I get it. You asked for that, but that's totally separate from the promotion. See, the tactic of how you really hit him with whatever you got in your arsenal come the battle, that's different. The promotion is a whole nother beast. That's why you got one of the biggest checks I think Rare Breeders ever paid out when I think about it. I think if I started naming the top 5 checks that came out of Rare Breed Entertainment, I think you in that top 5. You know what I'm saying?
I'm mad at the top 5. I'm mad, and he got it on his wall. I know it's on his wall in his house, man.
Listen. You got a great check, deservingly so.
Thank you,
Let me say
thank
that.
you, first of all.
Deservingly so. And we spoke about this math battle before.
Right.
I know, like, it went back and forth prior.
Right.
Now is, I feel like, an even better time for it to happen on a card like this.
And I'm very hype about the battle. Granted when you first brought it to me, you know, like I said yesterday, you know, with the interview with Rapmatic, math just wasn't on my radar. It wasn't to discredit him, you know, like, yo, you can't fuck with me, you're not fire, you're not tough, you're trash, you're horrible. He just came off a W against one of the biggest battle rappers in battle rap. Can't deny that.
One of the GOATs.
Can't take it away from one of the greatest of all time. You know what I mean? Hollow. So Math just came off a great win for him in his career. So when I said he wasn't on my radar, he just wasn't in my initial mission. So when you called me and then I said, nah, I'm good. I wake up, see the text. You know, you up like 4 in the morning. I don't know what you doing at 4 in the morning.
Everybody know that about me.
So when you see that text, what you doing? You thinking about it? No, man. Then you just see it next week randomly. I'm thinking it's dead. 2 weeks go by, I get another text. You know, we still thinking about that, right? I'm like, yo, you know what?
Patience and persistence.
I'm like, okay, you know what? Yeah. Then Math actually called me. You know, Math with this Dr. Evil fucking Charlie. You know what I'm saying? Eddie sound like Eddie Murphy and Vampire in Brooklyn. Calling my phone. And
I
shit,
do.
You know
I do give credit to Math for that because Math gets himself involved in getting his battle set up.
Yeah.
I respect that. You know what I'm saying?
That's his way he go about it.
I could make the same phone call. You know what I'm saying? He could leave it all on me, but he can call you and say certain things that maybe is not on my mind to say.
Yeah.
So I don't know the conversation that I had. I really don't care.
Yeah, the conversation was it just was the conversation. It was nothing, you know, in there that we can discuss. It just was pretty much he gave me the vision of why this battle makes sense and why it should go down. You get what I'm saying? And it was like, so that's why I say he asked for this, because he really wanted it when I didn't at the time, and he wants to have this conversation in front of the world. Let's do it then. You get what I'm saying? That's what made me go, you know what? Let's have this conversation in front of everybody.
You wanna know what's crazy? So that release trailer that we put out, you know what I'm saying? And we put a theme to every battle. We all know it's all under the Closure umbrella.
Which I love the theme, by the way.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. We tried.
You know why I love the theme?
Not easy to put
you know why
together.
I love the theme?
Why is that?
Because when you really think about every situation, right? Every situation was really dead in the water. No, it was dead.
Let me try to say
No. Watch this. You gonna no. Watch this. Watch where I go. The situation was dead in the water. The reason why I love the card is because even though these situations have died down, do the people really have closure with each other? So it's like situations where the fans might feel like those situations was, you know what I mean?
But that elephant is still in the fucking room.
So it's like when I spoke to you and I spoke to Math, and it was like, you know, the whole thing with, you know what I mean, the LA thing, the Cali thing, and all of that stuff, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? We can actually have that talk. I'm like, maybe, because we never genuinely talked about it, like, you know, face to face, man to man, or whatever.
Oh, word?
So
this has been phone.
yeah, we never never had the conversation. Put it like this: the conversation we had
outside of Total Slaughter.
Yeah. You know,
he was like, yo, y'all niggas cutting y'all fan, because the fans will say what they say.
Yeah, because we was about to have that conversation initially. And then when we went to converse, too many fans was pulling out their phones, and I felt like, nah, if we gonna talk man to man, we ain't gonna do this in front of the cameras.
Hold on. When was that? How many years ago was that now?
Ooh, Total Slaughter.
2015?
I don't even.
2014?
Nah, it was 14. It was 14.
Oh.
14.
So I'm going off of something.
Rex was on. I remember because Rex was on fire. I battled him right after that.
You had to take a quick shot of Rex. Okay.
Nah, he was walking through niggas in Total Slaughter.
Oh, he definitely was.
So I had him
like
right after that. Like that's how I remember.
Okay, so let's say 2014.
Okay.
Alright, so if that was 2014, you and Math still didn't have that face-to-face, and here we are 2019 going down.
And that's why it's so perfect, you know what I mean, of how it came about.
And y'all have obviously been in the same room, in the same places, plenty of times since then.
So you can see me and Matt.
So it really was left as the elephant in the room, because let's keep it 100 on camera right now.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that Math holds grudges.
Yes, he does.
All right. You said it for me.
Yeah.
You said it for me. What I was gonna say.
You could bump into Math in 2019 and 2030. Come on, son. You remember when you bumped into me?
And that's what's so crazy to me, because y'all obviously got past any type of thing that would make y'all be like, yo, get this nigga from around me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's at a point where y'all left that elephant there. Y'all never went back to it ever since almost 5 years ago.
Right.
So with this being the first face-to-face chance to talk about it now.
The very first. We've never. When that situation happened, you know what I mean? It was just like, yo, good looking, bro. I know all this shit, whatever. But yo, you really, you know, he know what's up. So we had that conversation.
Yeah.
We never, when people started hyping things up, and he started putting out footage and different stuff, and then people started questioning things, we never had the conversation from that point.
I see what I'm saying? He put up a picture the other day. He put like an arrow on you.
Yeah, the circle.
Yeah. And the trailer that we put out, we try to give both of y'all like a respectful position, right?
Right.
We title you as Never Back Down.
Right.
You know, you and I both know
the
Never Back Down, you know, is to a degree like, this is what you asked for. You know, I'm here if this is really what you want, even though you was focused on other stuff. And then we put Math, man on a mission, because to my knowledge, Math wanted Head Ice for a similar conversation. Right. He wanted Hollow for obviously connected situations.
Right.
He wants you for connected situations.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we see the theme of this shit, and early on in that trailer, we see the whole if we battle, you can't stop these punches, and then you had the clever comeback. I see a lot of fans in the comments saying, yeah, but it's gonna be a disaster either way. Like, you had that in your head, that was right on the spot.
Right on the spot. Right on the spot. That wasn't premeditated. I didn't have that for him. I don't even want to big up the nigga that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's something I don't even want to do. But since you want to go ahead and be sarcastic, let me show you who really do this.
Right on the spot.
You got some good rebuttals. I seen your rebuttal against Bonnie and Snake Eyes and all that. You got some good rebuttals.
Shout out to Bonnie on the card, by the way.
That's right. You know what I mean?
Matt, you better lay off Bonnie too.
You got some good rebuttals. But let me show you who really does that though. And look, as soon as he said that, right back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm right there too.
So let me stop you there. Let's talk about this rebuttal thing now. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's important, at least for me, you know, as the owner, co-owner, shout out to Lauren, shout out to Urban Entertainment, that we let the fans know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? You have been criticized at times. Yeah, you know I'm going there, and I'm not even. I don't even want to go with the whole. Sometimes he takes battles off there. You know what I'm saying? We all know what you're capable of.
Right.
What I would like to make clear is when people see a King Los, a Charlie Clips, a DNA, a Sharon, maybe a Big Cannon, that fans could expect 3 written rounds. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they know that you guys is freestylers, so that gives y'all also the ability to like wait until days before the battle and say, you want to know what? I'm just gonna go crazy in this round or whatever, and then I'm gonna go off of what he says to me. For this particular battle right here that has some history, it's on a huge card, you know what I'm saying? Are you bringing 3 tailored, prepared rounds for Math Hoffa? Of course, we're going to expect the freestyle and rebuttals, but I
might not do that. I seriously might not. It depends.
I don't want you to put your.
If you noticed lately, I haven't been doing it.
I didn't see the twerk battle. I'm waiting for that to drop.
Me too.
Hopefully, it'll drop the week of the battle, the same way that Av and Math did. But
it won't look like that though. I come out victorious this one.
Shout out to twerk.
That Math and Av. Yeah, Math ain't come out, too good.
But nah, what you were saying about the prep and how you gonna bring this one?
Ain't nothing, ain't really nothing to talk about. I just say May 4th, man, just.
But no, for the clear answer though, 3 tailored written rounds you're bringing.
No, I want you to be nervous. I want you to be nervous.
Oh, me to be nervous?
Yeah.
Now your contract said 3 minute rap.
Because when somebody fuck up, it's hilarious.
I'm
always adjust yourself. You try to act like yo, man. You always try to adjust yourself. You always get back. I'm
gonna tell you something that a lot of fans are starting to pick up on about me.
Yeah.
And I actually still bring it down when I'm on stage. Like I don't say a lot of bars that I know is coming. I keep my mouth shut.
You try not to really
I try not to react too much. Yeah, because I understand that footage.
When Sharon rebuttal, that's the first time I ever seen.
I'll tell you why.
The shock of it. It was
not just the shock. Going into certain battles, I already pre-phased myself knowing that I could fully enjoy this battle right here as a fan.
Right.
If Cannon kicks Sharon's ass, I could enjoy it. If Sharon kicks Ken, I could enjoy it.
Right.
There's no real big animosity here. This is a fun situation.
Right.
There's nothing personal here. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If I'm going into Math and Hollow, I already know going in. If this nigga Hollow drops one of the meanest haymakers, if Math drops some serious personal attack in the third, you know, inside I feel like a lot of fans that's in the crowd when I'm seeing certain shit coming on both sides.
Right.
But I'm like, because in all honesty, I do understand. The fans have told me this. They've shown me this over the years. I have to get the confidence to accept who I am. That me being up there in the middle of that stage, it's a symbol. Yeah. It's a symbol. I get that shit. Oh, if ARP smiled, that must mean that he really did win. Like I try to avoid that as much. Right,
as much as right.
Yeah, because I don't want to be a factor of the outcome. Because the footage is forever.
And a nigga will go, come on, you see ARP up there on my lines when I was spitting them, he knows stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I do try to avoid that, but we was coming we listen, I'm May 4th, I'm not coming to play. It's a conversation he wants to have, it's a conversation that needs to be had, you know what I mean? It has to happen, it's inevitable, I guess.
So let me ask you this then. You know, because I think me and the fans, we want to get as much anticipation for what's about to come for this battle as possible. So that's the obvious at this point. You know, Cali, whatever y'all want to say to each other. Can we expect that to be the full focus of your 3 rounds, or?
No. I'm fueled.
There's something else that you think that, you know what? Since I'm in front of him and since I'm already gonna be going for blood anyway, there's something else I might be able to use this opportunity to say to Matt, like maybe something else.
You know what it is? Here's the thing. He wants to talk about that situation. You know what I mean? That's something he wants to talk about. It was years ago. He won't let it go. As you said, he wanted to have a conversation with Ice, he battled Ice. He wanted to have a conversation with Hollow, he battled Hollow. He wants to have a conversation with me, now we're battling. So everybody he feels, I guess, somewhere around that area of that situation, he wants to have a conversation with in front of people, and that's fine with me. He's more focused on that than anything. My thing is, you know what I mean, letting them know, you know, sometimes, you know what I mean, be careful what you ask for. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know, somebody sleeping, they chilling, shouldn't want to push them and wake them up sometimes. Let them sleep for the night. You get what I'm saying? But you want to come in, yo, wake up. Okay, nigga, I'm up. You want to talk? We're going to talk about it. So my whole thing is like, even when I just battled Twerk, my initial statement was this. Like I stated with Twerk, I'm back for real. And I've said it before, and then even when I said it before, I bullshit. I got paid to pretty much say I'm back. When we get paid, is what you do. What's your favorite part of promotion? So you can lie. You can lie and say, yo, I'm back, nigga. I'm this, that, and the third. Just because you want to get the next check, just because that for that situation. But this time I explained, I'm super blessed. Nick put me on television. I'm on television. I'm touring, doing a whole lot of stuff. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. I'm doing a whole lot of stuff. This shit is really from the heart. This shit is really, yo, I want my spot back, for real. So that's why I say he wasn't on my mission. But I respect the roadblock, though. I respect the roadblock, and he's just a roadblock. He wants to jump in the way of where I'm going, then fine. You know what I'm saying? Jump in that, you jump right in there.
Is that within itself? Could that also be something that you would take personal? Because like, let's slow that down for a second, because what you just said, that's why I said hit me in the chest a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So hold on. You do have all these side ventures and things going on. You're on TV.
Right.
MTV wilding out, running around with Nick Cannon, all these superstars, you in all these different states, all over the place. I don't know where to find you anymore. I thought I could always just catch up with you in New York. You know, we doing this face off right here in a different state.
Yeah.
You going somewhere after this? I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep up with you right now. But said that, the fact that you had this path that you was already on, that you had your sights on, and here comes Math, and he's coming out of controversial battles.
Mm-hmm.
Do you take that as personal? Like you want to get in my way now? Like when I'm kind of at my, you wanna. This shit was 24. You want to get in my way now? Is that how you taking it? Is it personal? Like,
yeah, I'm taking it that way.
Is that why you're taking it now? Is another reason why? Or?
Yeah, because he been wanted to do this, as you can see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And each and every time I just was like, nah, because the spark wasn't there. So this ain't about the bread or nothing. That's why everybody needs to know. This is because what makes it so different now? Get what I'm saying? I was getting offered money then.
Made the same amount.
You get what I'm saying? I was getting offered wild bread then and now. So what's the difference? The difference is just that, you know, you want to really, I see, just for some reason this time around, I see you really want to have this conversation. You really want this conversation, because we done argued on camera, we done did all that, and in person we done, you know, spoke about battling and stuff. But the phone call that I received from him, you know, as a recent, and it wasn't even like he was hype enough. It was just such a gentleman, you know what I mean, grown man conversation we had. And it was I respected his visual. You get what I'm saying? As rappers, we are also artists. We battle rap the stage as our canvas. I respected his visual, his painting that he was painting for me and him going at it. And I thought about it and I said, you know what? Having this conversation could be so dope to me that I'm willing to do it because of that. You get what I'm saying? Because we could have just spoken on the phone and just did that. But the idea of everything coming together and the bars and shit, it's gonna be crazy.
This raises the stakes because like you said, y'all could have had shit in that phone call right there. Y'all could have
really just, you know what I mean?
Think about it like this. Think of the irony of that shit. It's like, I'm calling you to discuss a battle that we know we're gonna have a discussion about a particular situation in. And man to man, that's just a private phone call between y'all two.
Right.
Y'all could have had the conversation then.
Right.
So that kind of makes me feel like, whether y'all knew it or not, y'all both saved what y'all really want to say each other.
Right. We didn't spill.
You know what I'm saying?
We didn't say nothing.
Y'all, and that right there is for anybody that might feel like, yo, sometimes the leads be on some shit when they do grudge matches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
I think in this particular situation right here, we kind of just said it. Y'all almost saved that conversation for a battle rap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all been around each other, y'all seen each other, y'all been cool, y'all been on the phone.
Right.
And y'all left that elephant until May 4th now.
Cause there's really no other reason to really battle him. Now granted, he came off a high ass, you know, he's on his high horse. He's on his high horse, he's feeling himself. He convinces you every day he beat Hollow. Every day he tries to convince the world he beats him.
We're gonna talk about that battle.
Yeah, we know you did. Like, that's the problem. The problem is you have to convince everybody you did. You shouldn't have to. But see, you know what I mean? But so my whole thing with him is like,
shout to Hollow.
Yeah, and my whole thing is like, I didn't have to, you know, it was nothing like, I'm gonna just take, this is Math Hoffa, I'm gonna just take Math Hoffa. The situation is the reason why we're doing this.
Okay, all right.
You know what I mean?
So let's talk about that, because some would argue that that's possibly the best math ever. Definitely top 2. Worst case scenario, if you've never paid attention to battle rap over the years, top 3. Alright. And in that scenario right there.
Salute to my motherfucking bro Marv 1, man. That was,
he had a crazy Marv performance. He had a crazy Rex performance.
That was the Marv 1 was, and I'm gonna tell you why the Marv 1 was. He was fighting to get back.
To come back. Yeah, that was
a comeback.
Shout to Poison.
Yeah, that was a comeback.
I was at that card.
It was on every card.
Yeah.
And people really do know that.
Yo, quick side note, this man, Cortez and Clips, on the way back from maybe Toronto in the airport, was one of the first people I ever told that Raven Entertainment was being created.
Yep.
Yeah, in the airport.
Me and Cortez.
And all these niggas looked at me like, yo, so what's your league gonna be? Raven Entertainment. Yeah,
we here now, nigga. We here
now.
RBE, nigga.
RBE shit. Yeah. But alright, so going back to that, and by the way, I think it's Rex, I think it's Mark 1, I think it's Chilla Jones, I think it's possibly Ill Will.
He did have a good one again.
And Hollow. It's probably like some of Mav's best performances. And I do want to get to some of your top performances and how you might scale this to what you think you're gonna do in Math. But before we go there, let's talk about the Hollow and Math battle. Shout out to Math and shout out to Hollow.
Shout out to Hollow.
Yeah, definitely shout out to both of them brothers for bringing that battle to RBE and both putting on.
Yeah.
All right, so you look at a situation like that, and you just made a comment where you said after that he's still convincing people that he won.
He tries to convince you every day. I'm not even on Twitter. Like my page got hacked. You know what I mean? Whoever stole my page, they just took 100,000 followers from me. A year and change ago.
Okay.
So I'm not even on. So you know, I just get word and I go check a couple things or whatnot, and I just see him. He's still.
All right.
Just trying to convince the people, man.
All right. But the one thing I do see about Math is he definitely stays close to the fans. So people saying stuff, he's there to answer. I want to give him that credit, all right? Because I'm like that a little bit. Like I try to stay closer to the fans on certain platforms like Twitter. So I might argue for RBE too. So I ain't mad at Math for doing that. You got your own opinion on that, all right? So shout out to my nigga Math. But all right. Is there levels to this shit? And it's a loaded question. I'm gonna tell you why in a second. Because your shit is clear. Like we know what to expect from Charlie Clips when he's on 10. Mm-hmm. We know what you're capable of. Mm-hmm. That's why we get so fucking mad at you. Mm-hmm. Because we know what the fuck you can do. We remember the whole period when it's like he's the GOAT. Yeah. He's the top nigga here. We don't want to talk about it. Yeah. It's Clips. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you yourself gave that title up. Yeah. That was you. Nobody really took it from you like that. Like you're your own worst enemy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. That was a great point.
Yeah. Whereas Math is another guy that has very, very high ceilings when he really sits down and he commits himself to a battle that he's like that he's into. Mm-hmm. So the level of you and Math's artistry when y'all are both on 10 though, coming off of your wise remark, he's still trying to convince people that he be the GOAT, all right? Is there levels when y'all are both on 10? Like let's say the Math that showed up for Hollow shows up on May 4th. Mm-hmm. Do you get 30?
Yeah, I do. Get 30 seconds to laugh just like you did.
Oh shit.
How you putting this? Let me tell you
set me up like that.
Look, here's how it goes. This would you know, everybody that's watching this right now needs to understand. If you don't know already, majority probably do. What makes battles great is when you actually do have something to talk about. A lot of times we get put together in fights, we don't even have nothing to really talk about. And we have to create things and come up with stuff and make stories. And, you know, we have
what makes it the DNAs and the JCs of the world so great because you can put them in with anybody at any time and they're going to be entertaining. Yeah.
So Math was one of the best against Hollow because of the storyline between them two.
Okay, but
now we have a storyline. Mm-hmm. But see, the difference was Hollow didn't want to touch his storyline or didn't want to really go into his storyline. We're gonna talk. See, the difference is Hollow, and that's the big controversy too. Like that's a controversial thing about that battle.
Effect in the video for what you just said. You wanna know why? Because me myself being a behind the scenes guy, having conversations with Hollow, conversation with Math, conversation with people that's connected to them. I do know some things that Hollow left off the table. Right. I don't know whether it's true or not or whatever. It's just behind the scenes shit. Right. You know.
I'm not gonna get that personal. Do I know shit about Math? Of course. I'm not gonna get that. Like, see, I don't need to do that to win. I don't ever need to do that. We're gonna stay on the surface, and I'm gonna cut you deep on the surface. But we're not gonna go to that extreme. Whatever they had going on, some shit probably should have been left out. Certain things shouldn't have been exploited and put in front of the people that was their personal business. Some shit I ain't really feel like that should have been talked about.
I respect that.
But what I do feel is even if Hollow didn't want to go into his personals, I felt his energy was also not I'm here to win. It's I'm here because you want me here and you just asked me to be here. And when Math
Stop. My bad. Keep that.
Go ahead.
Because earlier now, about 10 minutes ago or whatever, you mentioned that, you know, we both know there was times where this battle was on the table. Mm-hmm. And it was like, this not in my roadmap right now. Mm-hmm. but you also got a call after that, not just from me, but from Matt. Okay? So are you in a similar spot where you're saying...
No. No.
I want that to be clear.
No. See, the difference is, when Math probably hit Hollow for the battle and wanted to do it, Hollow didn't want to do it from a standpoint of Math felt betrayed. Our shit is not betrayal. Their shit was deeper. Their shit was friends that separated from each other because one felt really betrayed. Math ain't gonna admit it. He was hurt. I don't give a fuck what he tell me.
Why you make me laugh?
Because I know you can't really see. Come on, son. You know me, Math crying like, come on, son. You know how Math do. Math was hurt.
All right.
That's what that was about. He's not gonna come out and say I was hurt. And what happened was he seen this man take pictures and do shit with a nigga that jumped him or whatever, and that was a different thing. He put his arm around Hollow, and this is what we always pay-per-view. I forget sometimes, yo. On pay-per-view, we say shit because we forget the cameras is rolling and niggas are watching this live. There's no editing. And when he put his arm around Hollow and goes, yo, thank you, man. You really did do me this favor, or whatever. Now, even though that was a sarcastic, that was
because he thought Hollow.
That was a sarcastic. But that,
let me. I gotta protect
why
the
did
integrity
no,
of the battle.
no. Wait. Why did he say that?
I'll tell you why.
Because
Okay.
he didn't think he was gonna win that easy. I wasn't gonna say like Hollow gave him the battle. No.
Yeah.
He Math was being sarcastic.
Definitely.
Basically saying like, nigga, that's it.
I think
and he made a joke.
You wanna know why? Because even though I'm not a battler or artist, I could put myself in y'all's shoes. Like I'm so close to the energy of it. It's why I do a good job doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? It's why I see things that I see.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, it's because
I like how you bigged yourself up there.
I really did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think the fans already know that about me at this point. You know what I'm saying? But now, real shit. All sarcasm aside, we knew that third round was unlimited. We know what Hollow is already capable of as one of the GOATs.
Right. So
and,
we know
and we know that he's capable of a mook round, 22-minute fucking round in the third round.
But
I think Math was almost relieved a little bit as well. Like
no, because when you in the third round,
you don't know what's coming.
Yeah,
and forget the time factor. The fact that you know that this is a personal battle, so that third round is where somebody's gonna try to put me 6 feet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you standing there, you listening, and then he's like, I didn't die.
But
I'm still alive.
Math wasn't the only one relieved. Hollow was relieved just as well.
You can start the setup too.
Okay.
Yeah, setup just okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Hollow was relieved just as well. If you look at it, when Hollow finished, people don't know that monkey paused. That monkey was on his back. That shit was off. I gave you what you wanted. I'm not in that situation to give you what you want.
I respect that perspective.
You dig what I'm saying? His was more like a I probably did something I shouldn't have did, so I'm gonna give you, you know what I'm saying? Me? No.
Because that's why I'm about to go.
Yeah.
So the difference between how you perceive Hollow being there in the first place and how he carried his energy in that battle, and then even when it was over, versus now you being in a connected situation,
right.
You know what I'm saying, and now about to stand in front of Math as well on May 4th. The difference between Hollow and Charlie Clips standing in front of Math Hoffa for a connected situation is one.
The difference I would say is Hollow more so. Now he didn't give Math the battle. He didn't give it to him. Math earned that win.
Yeah.
Math earned that. So we're not gonna take that away. I wouldn't do that. I'm not gonna say he gave it to him. But the difference is it was more so I probably did something I shouldn't have did. I was whack here. I owed you the battle. Not the win, but I kind of felt like I owed you the battle. Here, Math, take it. You know what I mean? You got the battle, you did your thing with it. Now can we please just put this behind us? My situation is, nigga, if we could talk about it for life if you want to. Nigga, we could discuss this for life if you want to.
Okay.
If we do this battle and it's a crazy battle and you want to do a part 2 because you want to finish the conversation, I'll be right there. So I'm not in the Hollow situation of going, here, Math, you can have that. I'm in my situation like, nigga, let's talk. You know what I'm saying? Let's really talk about it. Cause I turned it down. Me and you both, we discussed that earlier. I've turned it down numerous times. But you know what I mean? This final one was just like, yo, you really want to do this? Like I'm like, yo, you really want to talk about this. So that's why when I say like you asked for this, it's not. It's basically just saying like I would have rather had this conversation on the phone, man to man, face, whatever you want to get up and have this conversation at. We attempted to have it one time, and after the total slaughter joint, fans pull out their phone. So I'm the one who was like, nah, we ain't gonna have that in front of everybody. Then we had a You Are Relevant, you know what I'm saying? He sees me, yeah, I kill clips, you know what I mean? All right, now you okay, you starting to really feel like this, and then like I said, the call from you and the call from him, it just was like, all right, so now somebody's really trying to put this in motion, and you're really calling me, because remember I said no, ARP, no. For him to call me means like, yo, I want this, so you asking for this. You want to do this in front of the world? Let's do it. I have no problem.
Okay, so, and yo, we put a lot on the table just now. Like there's some history.
Yeah.
We didn't talk a lot. I could kind of see the energy right now already between what's gonna happen between you and Matt.
It's gonna be crazy.
I was a little worried at first. You know what I'm saying? Like you've been quiet. Because we started this conversation talking about promotion, Cassidy, and everything. Because you were a little quiet, but now I'm real confident in what you're about to bring and what's gonna happen. Because Matt ain't gonna play with a battle like this. You're not gonna put any big opponents in front of Math right now that he's gonna play. I think you sold up your side crazy this time. But before we get out of here, let's just touch on why this battle needs closure. All right, and the crazy thing is like I'm almost a little tied to it indirectly. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know where I was.
Right.
What was it, Bowl 4?
Battle. I think it was Battle LA.
What's crazy is when you're battling Daylight, I think I'm standing behind you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when Math is battling Disaster, I'm standing behind him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just for the entertainment of the fans, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's re-up the history. So we had Lift His Soul Part 1 going down. The main event on that card ended up being Big K versus Big Cannon. A lot of people might remember that the real main event of that card was Math Hoffa versus Old Red. Right.
That is true.
Yeah, so Math came up with his incident with Sirius Jones. You know, and he was, for lack of better words, blackballed from the game.
Yeah.
Rapid Entertainment starts to emerge, fans start to pay attention and realize where they are, and we're kind of promoting ourselves as a platform that goes left. And we looked at Math and we said, you know what? We think if we go left and bring him back, it'll be huge. You know, we continue to do things that's kind of like out of the norm. So we contracted him for his return battle. You know what I'm saying? But during that time, he got a call from King of the Dot to battle Disaster. So Math hit me up and he was like, yo, let me go out to Cali, let me kill Diz, and let me get this check. And at first, me representing RBE, you know, I'm like, nah. The contract is we're about to lose the return energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah. I think 24 to 48 hours went by, and me giving a fuck about battlers, even though they don't give a fuck about me. I can't. You know what I'm saying? I called him, I said, yo, go get your money. You know what I'm saying?
That's love,
Yeah, and what a lot of people forget is that King of the Dot card was the Saturday before my event.
Yeah, it was.
The weekend right before. So they had Big K versus Danny Myers. We had Big K versus Big Cannon. They had Math versus Disaster. We had Math versus Old Red. They had Old Red versus Rum Nitty, and we had Old Red versus Math. So me and you at this time, this is when y'all are seeing me everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what? I fuck with King of the Dot. I fuck with Math as well as the other two guys that's on my card, that's on, you know what I'm saying? And I go to every fucking card anyway. I've been out to Cali for cards other than this before, the fucking Verb and Diz shit, I was there for that. That had
everywhere.
That had Daylight Ice one round doing it. I'm on the stage for that shit. You see me when Big K is battling Ilmac. Like you see me looking at my phone when Big K is battling Ilmac.
Yeah.
I swear on everything. What I'm doing is I'm texting shots and I'm like, yo, this nigga Big K is crazy. We gotta book him. I never forgot that. When he's battling Ilmac and you see me go on my phone, I'm like, yo, we gotta book this nigga Big K. You know what I'm saying?
Putting the plan in motion.
Fast forward, he's like it's one of his homes. So shout out to King of the Dot, shout out to Big K.
Word.
But yeah, so then, you know, all of a sudden, you know, they developed that energy. Well, they had that energy going in my opinion. You know, the situation happens. That footage is so eerie, like, and I haven't said this type of shit on camera before. Maybe I have, but that footage to me is so eerie because it's like, I feel like I'm the only person, along with Math and Diz, that knew it was about to happen. Like if you look at that footage, the way it ends like that, you see my eyes cut when Math says do it. And I go to Diz with my eyes, I go back to Math, and I felt the energy. I was like, it's there. Yeah. And then just as Diz kind of turns into it, you see me go like this in the footage, and then it cuts to black.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's eerie as shit. It's eerie as shit the way it's cut. It's like you just see me, my eyes go back and forth, and I go, yeah, and I'm like, so then after that, you know, Math, you know, is in that situation with Diz, so the old red battle is off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Big K and Big Cannon end up main eventing the card, and it's wild too, because even if you go back behind that, you don't see it in the footage that made it out to the internet, but I'm actually standing behind Serious Jones.
Do you remember
when him and Math get into it too?
Do you remember when remember the first initial time I put Math in the room with you? If you remember, it was a room. Remember the door to go downstairs?
Yes.
I put Math. I pushed niggas off him. I grabbed him, put him in there.
That was
kept him in the room. You was in. Remember, it was a joint to go downstairs.
I think Cal was in there.
Yeah, it was niggas in that room. It was like a door to go downstairs or some shit. I grabbed him and put him in there.
Yeah, we was in that room.
Went to go look for my phone and these goddamn slippers. And that's why you see me. That's why niggas don't know. That's part 2. The footage that's out is part 2. It was 2 parts that happened. You see me come from this side over here, looking for my chain at the time. I lost my phone and shit. Salute the homie too, from out there. I forgot homie name and shit. You already know who I'm talking about, nigga that found my phone, hit me up, and I had to go pick it up when I was in Cali and shit, man. Much love to homie. That was love right there and shit. I dropped my phone, nigga, everything. So I go over here, and that's why if you look at the footage, you'll see me over here looking for something. And then you see me like, again, like, what the fuck? I just put you in the room away from all of this shit. But of course, nigga got jumped. Nigga ain't thinking about this. Yeah. You know, and you know, look, that nigga's a warrior, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know what I mean? So his mindset was, nah, niggas, you know what I mean? Come back out. So it was crazy because I put him in the room with y'all to get him out of there. Thought he was good. Went to go look for my shit that I dropped and my slippers and all that shit or whatever. That's why I made the initial line. If I'd had on sneakers, it wasn't to say to help him to fight. It was to say, like, if my dumb ass had on slippers. Here's the funniest part though, and it is probably gonna be a bar, but fuck it though. He could. When the shit first popped off and he hit him, when everybody rushed or whatever, when I went to rush, I don't know if you remember, it was a railing. Because remember, I wasn't on Math's side. It was a railing there. I'm standing behind the railing. So when that shit happens, and I'm happy they don't got this, I fucking slip and fall on her, because we all, you know, everybody scattered, everybody run and push. I slip and fall on this shit. So that's why I always made the joke, or the bar rather, about having slippers. Because I know me slipping, me losing my slippers, me looking in the crowd for my shits. I just was like, yo, if I'd have knew that, I had on sneakers, not to fucking do all that, but for that.
One thing I could definitely remember about what you just said is definitely real, because I remember people was hitting me up. Yo, is Math still battling Red? What's going on? And I did a blog saying, first of all, I don't know. I mean, I was talking about like the situation because it was huge news. Like this shit just popped off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So me kind of being there and having Math booked, and it's like, yo, but you kind of was the one that co-signed him to take the battle. I'm like, shit, I was doing him a favor. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I did a blog to answer a bunch of questions, and it's true. And like I have seen some of the pictures and the still shots where it's like, we was all in like a pit when the battle was taking place. Right. When the shit, and I said this in the blog, I was like, the whole room went like this.
It just like 360.
You know what I'm saying? And somehow like if you look at the picture, like I see like me and Averb standing next to each other and we're behind a rail. Yeah. Where was that rail during the battle?
Yeah. It's
you know
crazy how
like, it was just.
And then that's why I said I put him in the room. Yo, stay in here, nigga. You good, nigga. Stay right here. I'm going to get my slippers and shit. I done dropped my phone. I done lost my fucking phone. I go over here. That's why you see me turn. And I'm just like, chill. Because I'm like, nigga, I'm trying to tell him, like, nigga, there's a million of these niggas. Get back, nigga. Like, I just had you safe. So you know, but I ain't help.
Here's what I want to close. Because, and I'm just gonna say this because this is what I envision. You know what I mean? I think the whole slipper thing has been a joke or whatever.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, the whole you know, he held me back or he grabbed my arm. That and the slip is like a joke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You and Math know however that really played out.
Yeah.
I think the real topic, and I want you to try to answer this briefly without giving up.
All right.
This is just my prediction. Being that you guys is about to have like a more let's talk. I don't think it's gonna be a joke type of vibe. I think the real topic is how much did we fuck with each other at that time when that happened for us to make certain decisions. Agree or disagree?
Was I standing behind him in the battle?